In the heart of the African savanna, an orphaned elephant named Dika wandered lost among the carcasses of his herd, slaughtered by poachers armed with machine guns. At only 6 months old, the little elephant, still without tusks, had been spared by the fury of the illegal hunters. Tsavo National Park in Kenya, the largest in the country, spread out like an ocean of land and trees. In that vast wilderness, Daphne Sheldrick, a young woman of British descent and wife of the park's director, David Sheldrick, crossed paths with Dika's frightened eyes. It was the late 1960s, a time when environmental awareness was just beginning to take shape. David and Daphne, united by a deep love for nature, decided to take care of the little calf. "We can't leave him to his fate. He would die. We'll raise him ourselves, all right," David proposed. Without hesitation, Daphne agreed. Dika became the first of many elephants to be welcomed by the couple. Their ranch became a safe haven for many orphaned elephants, victims of human cruelty. After Dika, there came Juma, Olmec, Alamaya, and others, totaling around 230 orphaned elephants rescued over the years. Daphne transformed the sanctuary into a real school for elephants, a place where orphaned calves could grow, heal, and learn to survive. It wasn't just a simple orphanage, it was an educational environment where elephants were prepared for an independent life in the wild. This extraordinary endeavor was celebrated in a BBC documentary that showed Daphne interacting with her beloved calves. The David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust, the foundation Daphne created to honor the memory of her husband David, became a symbol of hope and protection for wildlife. Every calf had a unique story. Daphne recalled Dika's early days as a period of great suffering for the little one. "He was traumatized," she said. "I cuddled him for weeks. He suffered terribly whenever I left. And just like a child, he wanted me to stay by his side all the time." This scene repeated itself with Juma, found alone in a clearing, and with Olmec, who refused cow's milk. Daphne, with patience and love, found a solution: powdered milk enriched with coconut milk. This formula saved the lives of many calves and earned Daphne a special award and an honorary degree, presented by Queen Elizabeth herself. Daphne didn't just save the calves, she was also a powerful voice against poaching. The numbers she cited were chilling. A century ago, there were over 3 million elephants. Now in 2016, there are no more than 400,000 in Africa. About 30,000 are killed every year. These massacres were often linked to terrorist groups like Boko Haram and Al-Shabaab, who financed themselves with the illegal ivory trade. Daphne, with simple yet firm words, stated, "If people would just stop buying ivory objects, the slaughter would end." Daphne Sheldrick passed away at the age of 83 after a long battle with cancer, but her spirit and dedication live on. The elephants she had saved often returned to visit her, accompanied by their young, as if wanting to introduce her to her grandchildren. Daphne had dedicated her entire life to protecting these majestic creatures, which she considered the most human animals. She was not just a caretaker. She was a mother, a guide, and a voice for those who could not speak. In her documentary, Daphne spoke of how each separation from her elephants was a mix of joy and sorrow. "My whole life has been aimed at this, saving them and bringing them back to freedom." With her passing, the world lost a pioneer of conservation, but her work continues, inspiring new generations to protect nature and its inhabitants. Her legacy endures in the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust, a testament to love, compassion, and determination. Daphne Sheldrick demonstrated that even one person can make a big difference in the world, and as the sun sets over the African savanna, the memory of this extraordinary woman remains alive, fueled by the elephants she saved and the people she inspired. Elephants are renowned for their exceptional memory, a trait that allows them to remember places, other elephants, and even humans who have shown them kindness. Daphne Sheldrick, who dedicated her life to caring for orphaned elephants, experienced this remarkable memory firsthand. Many of the elephants she raised and released back into the wild would return to visit her, sometimes years after their release. They would bring their own offspring to meet the woman who had cared for them in their time of need, showing a deep sense of gratitude and affection. These emotional reunions demonstrated not only the elephant's long-lasting memory, but also their ability to form strong bonds and recognize those who had provided them with love and protection. This profound connection between Daphne and her elephants stands as a testament to the enduring relationships that can form between humans and animals, based on compassion and trust.